Alright friends, I want to talk about the free weapon boxes we're getting in Wuthering Waves through the event. Now, do note as a disclaimer that these stats are subject to change since the game hasn't been released yet. Alright, so we have the 4-star weapon box, the Ranger box, and now we have the 5-star Winter Broom weapon box. So going over these, it's important to note the main stats that some of these weapons provide. For example, the Broad Blade in the Ranger box, the 4-star weapons, provides defense percentage. So that might not be the best for your main DPS if you're going for like Jian, right? But it might be good for Tao Chi, so that's something to think about. So it really depends on who you are going to have in your team and who you are going to main throughout the beginning of the game. Because this 4-star box is really good for just the beginning of the game, right? Same with the 5-star Winter Broom weapon box. You'll eventually get better weapons, eventually. But let's check the start. Okay, so starting with the 4-star Ranger box, we'll go through weapon by weapon. So first we have the Undying Flame pistol, and it has attack percentage as its main stat. Increases attack every 5 seconds when the character does not receive damage. Stacks 2 times, lasts 8 seconds. And each damage they receive removes 1 stack and restores HP to the character. So I think this weapon is good for any of the pistol users. Alto, Chixia, Mortefi, they can all benefit from more attack. The Amity Accord Gauntlets has defense percentage, increases attack by 20%, and parry damage increases by 15 for 8 seconds when dodging or dashing. This weapon is not that great, mainly for the defense percentage it has, but the effect of increasing attack and parry damage increase is pretty neat. But I wouldn't go for this weapon at all, unless you really want it for someone. Maybe Jianqing, since she's more defense oriented, I don't know. But she doesn't scale off defense, so I don't know who this gauntlet would be good for. I might skip it personally. It doesn't sound that great. Next, Dauntless Evernight, the Broad Blade. I would not grab this unless you're putting it on Tao Chi. This weapon would be bad for Kocharo and Jian, so unless you're using Tao Chi, I would skip this weapon overall. Helmet Flare, the Rectifier, increases HP by 7%. This is good for supports and healers, mainly healers because it gives a healing bonus. Baizi, Verena, very good for those two. Encore and Yimin, total pass. Don't grab it if you don't have, if you're not going to use Baizi or Verena. Alright, just skip it. Commando of Conviction, the sword, increases its attack by 7%. Yeah, this is total damage focus, so this one's not bad either. You could probably use it for any of the characters that have swords. So Danjin, Yang Yang, Senhua, Rover, I think these would all be good for them. So that's not a bad pick. 4-star Ranger box, the pistol, the Rectifier, and the sword would be my pick. The Gauntlet and Broad Blade are middling and can be skipped, in my personal opinion. The 5-star Winter Broom weapon box. Let's start with the sword. Emerald of Genesis. Crit rate 5.4%. Increase main stat, and something to know about all the weapons, they all increase energy regeneration by 12.8%, which is cool. And with the sword, when the skill hits its target, it increases attack even more, so there's a good weapon for you if you're maining a sword character. The pistol increases crit rate too, and it mainly focuses on the outro for party members. So this is good for a support pistol user, like Mortefi, if you're pairing him with Jian. And next is the Broad Blade Lustrous Razor. Raises attack by 8%, liberation damage increase. This is a good holdover for Jian and Kocharo. This is a good weapon. It's not their best, but it's good. I would hope for more crit rate, but base attack is better than nothing. Right, the gauntlets are good. Abyss Surges, base attack increased by 8%. This is good for any of your DPS gauntlet users. I don't know if Jianqing, I hope she gets buffed, but Ling Yang would benefit from this very well. And lastly, Cosmic Ripples, the Rectifier, raises base attack by 12%. That's nuts. Yimin, Encore, this is made for them. Basic attack increased by 3.2%. This is good for your DPS rectifier users. What am I personally going to grab? So I'm going to make a team with Yinlin as the main DPS, and I'm going to use Baizi as the support. So I'm going to grab Comet Flare from the 4-star Ranger box, the rectifier, and the 5-star box. I'm going to pull Yinlin's personal weapons. I don't need Cosmic Ripple, right? So instead, who would be my sub DPS? I might use Yuan Wu for the infused state and the Thunder Wedge, which might be good. So I might get the gauntlets from the 5-star weapon box. But I'll probably think it over again once I get my hands on the game and actually try out the characters to see if I actually like Yuan Wu and Bai Z. Because gameplay is really important. No matter how good their kit sounds, if they play like ass, it's not going to be worth it. But that's my plan. Tell me in the comments below what you guys are planning on picking, who you guys are going to put it on. And yeah, check out my other videos. Like, comment, subscribe. And thanks for watching. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Bye-bye. I'll look forward to the start of the game. Hope to catch you guys there. Bye-bye.